Hi guys, Ben from Beowulf here. This week we've been looking a lot at questions that you can ask yourself to help you make better decisions with your goal, and in this case particularly with your nutrition. Now it's really common for people to kind of think of nutrition in a very binary way. You know, you're either bad or you're good, you're on track, you're off track, you're being naughty or you're being nice. So it's not always that black and white, and that's a good thing. Instead, we want to be focusing on things as a bit of a range, and in terms of better and worse, okay? And by highlighting what's a better decision and what's a worse decision, we can understand the decisions that we are making a hell of a lot better and actually identify the next step. So coming away from this video, you need to ask yourself a question: what are you doing that's getting in the way of your fitness goal? And with that issue, what would be worse and what would be better? For example, if we take someone, really common case, of someone that's quite low energy throughout the day. They work really hard, and near the kind of late afternoon, early evening, they might have a bit of coffee with a spoonful of sugar in to just help them get through the last legs of work, get home, they're exhausted, they'll go to bed, and they'll probably wake up pretty tired as well. If you're this kind of person, your goal is to have more energy throughout the day, you might identify that coffee is not helping you with your energy levels, or at least not long term. It might be for that kind of half-hour window after you have it. So what would be worse? Well, there's a lot of things you could be doing a hell of a lot worse than having a coffee at 6 p.m. You could be having a coffee, putting a biscuit in there, so you're adding even more sugar. You might have a couple of more spoonfuls of sugar. You might even go to one of those big chain coffee shops and get a frappuccino that's got whipped cream on it, all this kind of crap that your body doesn't need right now. That's going to give you a big sugar energy spike. You're going to crash down by the time you get home, fall asleep in front of the television. Caffeine's not going to be ideal for you, so having like a double shot's doubly not going to be okay. Yeah, you might get to sleep, but you're probably not going to have a quality night's sleep. You're going to wake up feeling exhausted. You're not exempt from the rule. Caffeine hangs around in everyone's body, and it will inhibit kind of all these great hormones that you release when you're in bed. So it could be a lot worse, and that's always important to remember because it shows that you're not at the bottom of the pit. You know, there's always a way out, and it's actually highlighted for us that caffeine's the problem, sugar's the problem. So how do we make it better? Again, lots of ways you can make it better. And we're not looking for perfect. Remember, we're not thinking bad and good, we're thinking worse, better. This is just might be a small step forward. Might be, I'm going to have that coffee still, but I'm going to take the sugar out of it. I don't need that sugar, it's just a little bit of sweetness that's going to give me that sugar spike. I don't want that, it's not helping me with my energy levels, but I'm still having a hot drink and a bit of coffee. I'll deal with the caffeine later. Focus your efforts onto addressing that. It might be that you can do something a bit further down the range and scrap the coffee altogether in replacement of like a caffeine-free tea, like a peppermint tea or something like that. You still got a hot drink, it's not that different, yeah? It's gonna tick that box and it's a better step forward. You make lots of little changes like that, you make a huge difference. That's gonna be the difference between you waking up in the morning and feeling knackered and waking up in the morning and feeling okay. And in modern day lifestyle, just that little bit, that okay, is a big, big difference. It might be that you go for that real perfect solution, which is probably a little less sustainable, a little less likely, where you scrap the coffee and you replace it with something really good that's going to actually help you have more energy throughout the day. It might be some slow release carbohydrates or something like that. That might be optimal, but it's not always essential. If you're not going to do it, then it's not optimal. So look for the tiny little change that you are really super confident that you can make over time sustainably. And then that way you're going to make that big change, you're going to be quicker to your results. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. See you next week.